Hi everyone, I'm Laura and I'm the Curry Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitch. It's been a little over a week since I last saw you. And by the way, I want to welcome any new subscribers. I forget to introduce myself, but my name is Laura and I live in Toccoa, Georgia, and my name comes from Currahee, which is it's not really a mountain, it's called a mountain, but it's where the Band of Brothers, you might have seen that miniseries, Camp Toccoa was a training ground for soldiers in World War II, and particularly paratroopers. So I decided to call my name Currahee Stitcher, and I hope they don't mind because they're heroes, and I'm just a cross stitcher. But that's our that's a landmark around here is Currahee Mountain, or Mount Currahee. I never can remember how to say that exactly, but Currahee is how you pronounce it, and it's a Cherokee word that means stands alone. In one of my videos, I explained the name, and I linked a video that doesn't have anything to do with cross-stitching, but is very inspiring and patriotic, and it's about a soldier who's wounded, a modern day soldier, and he is in a coma and non-responsive, and he responds to the word Currahee. And so I'm going to link that. It's a very short video. It's very inspiring. The quality's not that great because, I mean, it's an old video, but it's still on YouTube. So I'm going to link that below, and just to give you a little history of Currahee and Camp Toccoa, and let you know a little bit about the area I'm from. So I am going to hop right into stitching, and I want to, take care of that, and then we'll talk a little bit later about what's been going on. So, okay, so I'm going to put on my glasses so I can read better. I can read, but I squint a lot if I don't have these on. So the last time I posted a video was on the 24th of February. So I showed you my stitching until the 23rd. So the 24th was on a, I think it was on a Wednesday. And I didn't do any stitching that day. The 25th, which was the Thursday, I stitched on Autumn Whimsies. I stitched on the Pumpkins by Scissor Tail Designs. So, anyway, I stitched on this one. And I'm not using the fancy floss. I'm just using the DMC threads. And I finished that. And, I'm stitching them all in one piece till I get ready to fully finish them. But that's them. I think they'll be beautiful little pillows to go in the autumn dough bowl or something like that. I don't have many things fully finished. I've got a few, but not many. But I love to decorate. I love to decorate for the seasons. But it seems like that's been very challenging for me for the last few years. My daughter had some health problems, and so I was traveling to her home to help her a lot, and I didn't have the heart to, you know, play in my house, you know, like I normally would. And then this past year, it's been the pandemic, and we're really tight on space, but we're doing okay. But my daughter and her husband and my two of my three grandchildren live with me, and so we're trying to stay out of each other's way, and we do a pretty good job. I mean, you know, I love having them here. I'm sure they're ready for their own house. They're building a house, so I'm sure they're ready for that, to, you know, to have room to spread out, and, you know, and the kids, you know, want to go to school and see their friends and all that kind of stuff. So they will be making new friends, which is easier for children to do. And I'm just so excited for this coming year. I feel very hopeful, and I feel like we're going to have gotten a lot of good out of the pandemic. I know for people who have lost loved ones, it's hard to believe that anybody's life could have changed for the better, but I think it has for some people, and my heart goes out to those that just totally want to forget the pandemic. So that's what I'm here for. If you want to forget about things for a while, let's just talk about stitching. So that was Autumn Whimsies by Scissortail Designs, and that was the pumpkins. And I'm going to make little pillows and put them in a dough bowl. Then on Friday, I finished the February hands-on design, a year of celebration, the monthlies. I'm going to try and keep the glare off of it, but that's February. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. They have tiny thumbnails down here, but January is beautiful. It's that beautiful. And I like this idea of a clipboard and, you know, just a very simple, you know, push it under there, you know, change them out quick and easy. So I love this. Probably going to do something very similar with my pieces where I just clip them. That's February, and I used the DMC threads, and this is on T dyed, not by me, but by the manufacturer Monaco. I got it from Fat Quarter Shop, but I love this fabric. It's so good to stitch in hand with. This is, I mean, it's just really, you don't have to worry so much about carrying threads or anything, because it's pretty thick. It's substantial but not stiff. So I love this. I can't, you know, this is my next to the last one. March is my last one. So, okay, so that's what I finished on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday is my weekend rotation, and I worked on my grandson's stocking. And so I'm going to try and that top band with the blue and the green, this band is what I worked on. And it's following a shape here. I mean, you might not be able to tell, but that is the row completed. That check border, and it looks black, but it's really a very dark green. So I did that. And then this is the lion. And I have to insert a photograph from Mary Beale's website to show you, you know, what the design looks like, because there's no, it's a PDF download, and there's no cover page. And these are hand-drawn charts. you know, which can be challenging, but so far I'm not having any problem. If I don't know, I will look at the picture and I can kind of tell, oh yeah, okay, I've got the right color. At least I'm not way off on anything. So I think it's beautiful. It uses DMC threads, and this is 25 count bone Lugana, and Lugana is just you know, doesn't wrinkle. You know, if you wad it up, it doesn't wrinkle. It's very thick and durable and perfect for stitching in hands. My stitches lay pretty nice on that, so I'm enjoying that. Okay, so that finished up because the last day of February was on Sunday, so and that was Saturday and Sunday stitching, and so that finished up February. And then I've been watching a lot of Flosstube. I don't have anybody picked out to shout out. I know I told y'all I was going to do that. I'm trying real hard to leave just if I feel like I can't take the time to comment, even though I want to. I will just leave a heart and a hug and smile emoji on their I'm gonna start doing more of that so people know. You know, I know I've watched them. I feel like I know them, but they don't know that they've got a fan. So I'm going to try and let everybody know because I don't have that many subscribers, but people that I watch that they have a lot of subscribers will, you know, if they don't have time to comment, they will just leave me a heart and a hug. Amy Left Toes does that, and Patchy Pony Stitcher Mill. They do that, and it means the world to me. I mean, I know that they just popped in, they visited with me. I just wouldn't ever know it if they didn't, you know, leave me a little heart. So if you want to, if you don't have much to say, just let me know you came by. I would love that. So like I was saying, I've been watching a lot of Flosstube, and Cheryl, I think she says her name's Cheryl instead of Cheryl, but if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry. But McKinney, she's from West Virginia, and I watch her channel all the time. I, you know, never comment, or I don't think I've commented. But I've been watching her a long time, and March Mayhem, she talks a lot about Facebook groups, and she counts her stitches, and she's just very organized. She's big time into scrapbooking and all that kind of stuff. And I you know, was watching her, and she was talking about March Mayhem and all the designs coming out at New York Expo and all this stuff. And so her husband picked her starts for, is it March Madness? I mean, March Mayhem, or is it Mania? Anyway, she has some starts that she's doing, and I'm enjoying her channel, and she's showing things that she sees at Expo that she's pre-ordering. So, and Lorraine Rags to Stitches is kind of doing that with her, and a lot of other people that have a Facebook group. So, you know, I'm not big into Facebook, but I do realize a lot of stitchers, that's where they get a lot of their information and how they pick out what they're going to work on. But I decided last year to do March Madness, not March Mayhem, but March Madness, and I just, I'm doing it on my own, no Facebook group, no nothing like that, and I just started all the Advent animals. Well, this year I was like going, I'm rotating my whips, and I really enjoy that. Like, I've got 18 whips, not counting my stockings, and those are my weekend rotations. But during the month, I try and touch every single one of my whips one day. But if I miss, like, February was a short month, so if I miss a day or two, I have to, I didn't catch those whips this time. So I'm really enjoying that, switching off that variety. It just keeps me feeling like I'm more in touch with my projects, and I'm enjoying, like, I love them every time I pick. I'm not stitching one thing that I don't want to stitch, so I'm really enjoying that, picking up on whips every single day touching them once a month if possible. And for March, my March Madness is not to be, is not to work on the whips, but to pick a project and really focus on it. And except for my grandchildren's stockings, I am definitely going to keep my weekends for those. And I'm hoping, they are progressing really good. They're much easier stitches, and I'm enjoying them so much that I will be keeping that rotation, keeping me stitching 2 days on my grandchildren's stockings, Saturday and Sunday. But so for March Madness, I decided that I wanted to focus on the farms of Hawker and Hollow. And I'm going to try and keep the glare out of this. But, so I don't even know, like, I know I've been working on this one for a long time. I don't know how long it'll take me to do. But I'm going to hopefully finish this one and get a good start, if not a finish, on this one. This doesn't seem to be as heavy in stitching because it's a barn raising, and so there's no walls or anything like that to stitch. There's the ground and chickens and the little barn in the distance and words. So this may go fairly fast compared to this that has tons of stitching. But I'm going to show you where I was before. And so I worked on this March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, which was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And this is where I am. Let me get it straighten out here. Not doing too good here. That's inside out. So, okay. So this is it. I worked a lot on this. I'm stitching 1/2 on 40 count weeks. I think it's parchment. If I'm wrong, it'll be correct in my show notes. But I filled in the pond and did the swans, filled in a lot of the grass, and the cats. I'm working on the cats. I got one of the cats done, but I got to do the other one. And then the background. And then some back stitching. There's some cat tails here, and there's a lot of butterflies up here in the top to fill in that blank space. But this is so pretty, and this is a keep out all the time stitch, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm leaning more toward wanting to try some samplers. You know, so my taste is changing a little bit. I was told, I believe it was Kitten's teacher, said that a lot of people's tastes change when they first get into it to later on they start seeing, you know, more variety. There's a full coverage piece called River Otters that I want to do, and I've got a couple of things in my cart at 123 Stitch that I need to get because these patterns were on sale, but I'm getting the 2021 Santa, and I'm getting this other design by, I can't even pronounce it. I'll show it to you when it gets here. But it's the Hebrew alphabet, and it pretty much translates "it will be okay," or you know, and I did some further research, and a lot of it, another translation or a more accurate one is "it will be in order," or "it will be put in order." And so I thought that was just very interesting, and it has special meaning to me. That phrase, "it will be okay," has a lot meaning to me. So I want to get that design. I may change some of the colors, but so then I worked on that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday I picked up the monthly again. I'm going to stitch mostly on the hands-on the Carriage House Samplings Farms of Hawk Run Hollow, except I do want to, you know, stitch my monthly. You know, so this is where I am on March. I worked on that Thursday. There's the design. I'll try and get it close enough for you to make it out. But pretty quick, easy stitch. But I'm not finished yet. So, but I'm not going to take away from, I will take away from Farms of Hawk Run Hollow. I'm definitely not taking away from my grandchildren's stockings. So today is Saturday. I forgot to tell you that. Today is Saturday, March 6th. And so later on today and tomorrow, I will be working on my oldest grandchild, my middle grandchild's. She's a girl. I'm going to work on her stocking. But there you go again. That's my March. How far I got on March. A year of celebrations by hands-on design. Okay, so really that's all I have for you. I'm planning, took way too long. I may start over. I don't know. Anyway, I'm finished. So I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.